Alright, so I've been looking around the map to see if there's been anything interesting going on in the world, and it looks like a lot of the major realms, including West Francia, the Umayyads, and Lombardy, are all having some revolts going on right now. The Umayyads are huge too. They've taken over a lot of Mauritania and are pushing their way into... Well, they haven't really pushed into Africa yet, but we'll see. The Abbasids have conquered most of Abyssinia, and the Serbians have taken most of Wallachia. Other than that, there's not too much of note, except the Bajanids are huge. But there was something else that I noticed. Pickland is in rebellion too, but something else that is important to me is that the Petty Kingdom of Mercia is ruled by a kid right now, which means there are some weak claims that can be pressed. And it looks like I have a count level vassal who has the claim, so I'm going to go ahead and press it on his behalf. And I think I also want to nominate my son, even though it's not likely that he'll get elected, but I don't know, I like to keep it through one line. Tanistry, though, people tend to vote for the uncles. I'm not going to raise a tribal army. I'm going to call in my allies, though. And hopefully that'll be enough to take on his... Okay, 2,000-ish troops. And I failed the ambition to see the realm prosper, because I declared war. And she needs an education. Can't. Or refuses, I should say. Once we get all our troops together, we'll go and see what we can do about their armies. See if we can get everyone to come and attach to this. And then we will march on their position. Young Oswald has finished his education in stewardship. Oh, he's just some random guy that I have imprisoned. Okay. He's not important, otherwise. My commander, Congal, was cornered and slain by the enemy on the battlefield. He fought bravely right until the end. Chief Kolob approaches you. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument. Something to raise our cultural status and make the people notice what a great ruler you are. I would require some gold and your patience, and the work would take a year to complete. So be it. Surprise me. That's not that much gold. And we've won the battle, and I'm going to appoint some new commanders. I think I'm going to hold off on making him a commander, because he might want to be a counselor, and I don't want him to be a commander. He's a steward. He's not. Steward. Commander. Bunch of old guys. Why not? It's not like they're going to die in battle or out. But our brothers can fight. Oh, I want to also give my court physician title to somebody. We'll go and siege out their capital. And we'll see if we can also chase down some other... or chase down his army again. See if we can get them out of the picture. Yeah. I took a good look at myself and thought about my weaknesses and strengths. After many hours of soul searching, I realized I have nothing to be ashamed of. Or I can gain proud, or I can gain humble. I'm proud. I think I'm going to take a strategic retreat here. The Kingdom of Wessex has pressed a claim as well. So now they're fighting each other, and hopefully that won't be too much of an issue. We're going to go try to siege down York, probably. Yep. Balance. My nephew? Yes, we'll make him a military leader, hopefully. My wife is pregnant. My nephew needs an education, and probably his brother too, seeing that he's a twin. Make them both. Go kick him off our land. And then we'll continue to siege down. What I want to do is get some people to stay with one army and then some to detached. Actually, never mind. I'm just going to take all of them and... oh, no, I want to keep that. And then... the monument Chief Kolob has promised is finished. The statue is unveiled, and it's just a bigger version of Chief Kolob, only slightly better looking than the real Chief Kolob. I don't know about this. He gains 200 prestige, or he becomes my rival. He's my friend, so I don't want him to become my rival right now. We're not the leader of the siege? There we go. And now, I will try to get some people over to both places, and then yeah. Okay, they're again. Oh yeah, they have more heavy infantry than we do, so ours is mostly light infantry. A son, and I already have a son named Brian. We'll name him after his mother's father, which is Constantine. I'm guessing that's the version of Constantine, or a version of Constantine. And we'll go and fight the armies again. Combat is the best teacher. King Duncan of our era has become a more proficient commander. Excellent. We are now brilliant strategists. Oh, it's another castle. My liege, my mission to Roma. Okay, more relation with the Pope. Oh, okay, that's my vassal. Oh, that's my son. And I think for him, I'm going to go with thrift. Not sure if that's a mistake yet or not, but we'll see. And my nephew didn't become a martial-minded person, or it's not a good idea to take martial with him because he's got a few other traits that are better for diplomacy. For some time now, my wife, Queen Kristen, has been overcome with fatigue and troubled by a persistent cough. I have now been informed that the symptoms are due to ammonia. Called pneumonia, not ammonia. That's completely different. Call for my court physician at once. And we'll siege out the church. Oh, and there was something else that I want to do, and that is some realm micromanagement. And I want to do that now because I think there are some children who can use an education in the ways of the Irish. And go with somebody diligent. No? We'll give him some money to do it. Yes. We'll wait for that to come back. And he says yes. Oh, he has to be younger than 10 for us to change it to heritage focus. Oh well. Look for somebody diligent. I guess we can try her again. But diligent just makes it so that it's possible that it will happen faster. It lowers the mean time to happen. And we'll ask to change to heritage focus. I think that event still works the same way, even though the upbringing mechanics are different. He will be taught well. And I also want to do that for some of his vassals. He only has daughters, although he's already got an Irish heir. Is there any way we can kill this guy right now? No. I'll hold off on him. He's too young. Okay, that is the same kid. That was who I was just looking at. Kid's too young. He's not too young. But he's almost too old, so... We'll go with... Wait. I don't have a lot of money right now. I'm actually going to hold off on that. Unless there's somebody I can for sure do that for. Everybody seems to hate me right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. We only have 7,700 troops left. Or not 7,700, 700. That's very different. Very different numbers. Not going to go with learning on that one. Sure, go intrigue. A mole in other courts, I guess. Possibly. Someday. And we will name her after her mother? No. Already have one named after the mother, so a good random Irish name. Eugenia. It's pronounceable. More relations with Pope. Pope has 83. Duke Earl Elred of Northumberland has usurped the title Duchy of Northumberland from... And he hates me because wrong government type and wants a seat on the council. I mean, I can't blame the guy. Is there any good position for him? He's the leader of the revolt. He's got an 18, so yes, we'll make him our new chancellor. Send him to fabricate a claim, hopefully on this duchy. Can I invite people to carousing right now? I'm at war, yeah, so no is the answer to that. We have his brother, it looks like? No. That was a barony I just sieged. We will go take care of this army before it sieges down another holding. One child needs an education. That would be my nephew, and he should make a good commander. We'll just assault that and go over and lay siege to the temple and city, and hopefully that will be the end of the war, and then we'll probably have to kick this guy off of our land. More tech points and prosperity increase in the capital. We are almost to, I think it's, how much for level 3? 600. So a few more events like that. Hopefully that'll happen. My niece needs an education. And that's it. We win. Oh, we don't have to deal with that war. Okay. I can accept that. And people are forming defensive pacts against us. What is our threat level? 18. Okay. It's understandable. Young, however you pronounce her name, has finished her education. She's a prisoner. Somewhere? Oh, she is imprisoned by me. With a complete lack of guidance, she still tried her best to study learning. Unfortunately, to no avail. I have failed her. Who all is in the defensive pact against me? Wessex and de Hubarth. Well, it might not be a good idea to declare another war right now, because we would have several people who are not happy with that. And you want to marry my half-sister. Leader of the Scottish Revolt. What are you revolting for? Scottish Revolt War for claim on Pigland. It's not his, though. Okay. I'm going to say no. Oh, raiders. Excellent. I have seen how Chief Cernach handles swords, and it is not a pretty sight. Half of the time he seems to forget which side is the sharp one. Should I laugh or should I cry at Chief Cernach's incompetence with the sword? He now seems to think I could teach him all I know. I can only try. Hopefully he won't kill me with it. My wife's pregnant again. Don't suppose the Pope would give me a claim on that? No, he will not. We'll let our armies recover a little bit and then go raiding. My marshal tells me that one of my commanders, Phelan, has improved significantly. He gained 3 martial from that. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Wait, he's my brother and his wife died. Let's see if we can find him a claim on something. No. A little too young. Anyway, I want claimants of Alden. Oh, that's my wife. Okay. Those will get passed to my sons. She's pregnant again. Oh yeah, we already knew that. Clements of Norfolk? No. Wessex? How old is his daughter? Too young still. She's 5, no. How old is his older daughter? Etienne, no. Oh well, I'll hold off for now on finding him a wife. Learning education. Oh yeah, that's something else I wanted to do. I can demand that he surrenders to various revolts. I can't invite him to carousing them. I will, however, invite the ones who aren't my friends right now to carousings. Carousing, and we'll see about strong vassals, other strong vassals who are not. I'll invite these two as well. And we'll see what they say. Doesn't know what he's missing. He says yes. This also says yes, and no. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here.